Hey, Laurel. I just turned in the divorce papers. That apartment room is going to be me and Cindy's room from tomorrow. Pack your stuff and leave by today.
I understand.
Jesus, if I had known you were infertile, I never would have married you.
Still, I don't understand why you thought that meant it was okay for you to cheat on me.
It's your fault for not being able to have children. And you're telling me to test whether I was infertile or not. You even made me come with you on your infertility treatment. You probably wouldn't have let me divorce you unless I cheated on you like this. I accept that you were prepared to have my children, but you're infertile, so it doesn't matter. Do you realize how much you're embarrassing yourself with all these pathetic, useless efforts of yours?
I did an infertility test and it said I had no problems. You still wouldn't believe me, so that's why I had myself tested at other clinics as well. But all of the tests came out saying I was fine. Don't you understand that unless you take an infertility test as well as we won't find out the reason we can't have children?
I already told you this before. There's no way that I'm infertile. Give it up already.
I see. It looks like you just don't care anymore. We already divorced. So have a baby for all I care with this new wife of yours.
Yep, Cindy's already been tested. And it seems there's nothing wrong with her. She's sure to be able to have children. Unlike you. Get at it, starting from tomorrow.
Well then, goodbye.
Hey, Laurel. Long time no see. It's been 3 years, right?
Huh? Oh, I must have forgot to block you. Bye.
Hold on, you're at the obstetrics and gynecology clinic, right?
Huh?
This morning, today, my wife Cindy has been pregnant for 4 months, and we frequently go to that clinic. Just as we were going home after paying the bills, you came into the clinic.
Oh, really? I didn't notice at all.
Anyways, what's an infertile woman like you doing at such a place? Shouldn't you have nothing to do with obstetrics and gynecology clinics if you can't have children?
It's not the case that only pregnant people go to obstetrics and gynecology clinics. There are also people that go to such clinics because they have related illnesses.
Oh, I get it. Do you have an illness in your uterus or something?
No, I don't.
Then what is it?
Sorry, but I'm currently driving and I'm only texting you because of a red light. I have to start the car by now, so bye.
Hey, wait. At least answer my question first. What business does an infertile woman like you have at an obstetrics and gynecology clinic? Hi. We saw each other again this morning, huh?
Huh?
We passed each other by at the clinic entrance, remember?
You were there again? I didn't notice.
If that last time wasn't the only time you visited the clinic, then that must mean you come here regularly.
Kind of, yeah.
That reminds me. I heard you got married with another man.
How do you know about that?
Found out as soon as it happened by asking a mutual acquaintance. You trying to treat your infertility or something? There's no use going to obstetrics and gynecology clinic if you can't have children, you know. Even if you weren't infertile. You're almost too old to have a child anyways. You're just wasting your money.
I already had a baby.
What?
I found out as soon as I married my new husband. I went to the clinic the first time you passed me by to have my 1-month-old daughter checked up. Today we visited the pediatric clinic located in the same building for my 3-month-old daughter's checkup.
Huh? You must be lying, right?
Speaking of which, you say you already noticed me twice at the clinic, but didn't you notice my husband who was right next to me and the baby in his arms?
What?
My husband usually carries our daughter when the three of us go out. It was like that when we went to the clinic as well. But still, one would think that you would make a connection between me and the people standing right next to me.
Is what you're saying true? That's the baby's not your husband's child from his previous marriage or something, right? Or maybe an adopted child.
Nope, I'm pretty sure I gave birth to her.
Then why didn't you get pregnant when I was with you?
Why don't you think for yourself on that matter? All I can say is that I'm not infertile. You just didn't believe what I told you so many times before you got divorced.
There's no way.
This sounds ridiculous. But don't you think that me actually getting pregnant and having a baby is proof that I'm not infertile?
It doesn't make any sense, because it can't be me who's infertile, because my wife Cindy is currently pregnant.
There's no use telling me this. I don't know. My daughter started throwing a tantrum, so bye.
Is that guy with the glasses your new husband?
Huh?
So he was carrying a baby. What you're saying was true.
What? You were at the clinic again today?
No. My office is near the clinic, and I can see the parking lot well from where I work. I thought that it was almost time for your daughter's 6-month checkup, so I was making sure to keep an eye out. That's when I saw you and a man carrying a baby out of a car together. The two of you looking so happy side by side.
Is it fine now that you believe what I told you?
What?
You wanted to see with your own eyes because you were wondering whether I was actually infertile or not, right? Now that you got what you wanted, will you leave me alone now? Don't contact me again.
Laurel, I got divorced.
What?
To tell you the truth, I thought about what you said and got an infertility test. I also had a DNA test with the baby Cindy gave birth to. Turns out that I have an illness that makes me infertile unless it's treated. And that the baby Cindy gave birth to was not my child. I found out who the other guy was and made the two pay an alimony.
Is that so?
So, Laurel, you can get remarried if you want.
Huh? Hold on a minute. Why are you saying that as if I wanted to remarry you?
But this and that happened between us, but still we have conversations by text, which is why I'm certain that even after all these years, you still can't forget me.
What? Stop joking around. You're creeping me out.
No need to get all mad. I think it would be best for you if you were honest with me about your feelings, right? You'll marry me again, won't you? I want a child I'm related to by blood. It's already been proved that you can have children, so I'm not worried about that anymore. Let's get through this infertility treatment together.
You're disgusting.
Huh?
Don't you realize that what you're saying is ridiculous? Yes, one of the reasons we got divorced was because for some reason you said I was infertile. But the biggest reason we got divorced was because you cheated on me, no?
Why are you suddenly acting so cold?
It's because I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
Laurel. If it's Laurel you want, she isn't here anymore, since she went to take care of our daughter. Huh? Who are you? Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm the man Laurel married after you two got divorced, which means that I'm her husband. I'm not going to tell you my name since it might help you find out where we live. So forgive me, but I'll remain anonymous. What? I'm going to tell you this so you don't have any misunderstandings. But I'm the one who told Laurel it might be best if she didn't block you suddenly, so that we can keep an eye on you. What? I thought that it might be dangerous if we completely cut contact with you, since it seems that we've passed each other by a few times at the clinic. By the way, I was sitting next to my wife when you two were having a conversation by text. Which means that I know everything you two were talking about, I'm afraid. Seriously? To think I was careful to text her only on weekend afternoons, since I knew she got married again. Oh, so that means that you didn't want to bother me with your texts. But I work from home, and am at home most of the time, so I can come to my wife whenever she needs my help. What? Are you serious? Sorry, I guess. Well, that's the situation. I've no intention of handing over my wife, who I love so much, to cheating scum like you. Give me Laurel. Please just give it up already. Laurel, you're reading this right. I'm begging you, remarry me. For some reason, it looks like I've gotten divorced a second time, which means that it's going to be really difficult for me to find another wife. If only you forgave me and said that you wanted to have my children, this time, for sure, I'll make you happy. And I want to be happy as well, so please. Hey, will you cut it out already? Huh? I'm not going to let you get in contact with Laurel ever again. You were still at the phone? Of course I was. There's no way I'm going to show Laurel such a disgusting piece of text. Disgusting, you said. Huh, fine then. You know I work nearby to the clinic Laurel usually goes to. I still have plenty of chances to get in contact with Laurel. Huh, that's right. I forgot to tell you. The three of us moved. What? You moved? The new house we're having prepared has just finished. So we're going to be moving there. Which means that we're going to be changing clinics to somewhere near the new house. What did you say? There's one more thing I want to tell you. Laurel's parents have also moved. What? The people who now live at their old house are complete strangers, so don't you get any ideas. I'm telling you this so you don't try and barge into their house out of desperation and cause everyone trouble. Hold on. If that's the case, then what am I going to do from now? I'm going to be blocking, then deleting your account from Laurel's smartphone. Huh? This means that we're truly going to be rid of you. Hold on. Goodbye, then.
Even though my husband warned him, it seemed that my ex-husband decided to take his chances on his last sliver of hope and barge into the old house of my parents. Luckily, no one was inside the house, which means that no one was hurt. He rang the doorbell and screamed at the front of the door, but there was no reaction, so he went into a frenzy and started destroying the property. He broke a window leading into their yard and broke in, causing a mess in the living room. The neighbors called the cops on him, and he was arrested for breaking into private property. That being the case, he caused a lot of trouble to a family who had nothing to do with anything. Not only did the money he get as an alimony from his ex-wife and the guy she was cheating on disappear, but he was forced to go into debt to pay for the damages he caused. I don't know for sure what happened to him after that, but there are rumors that he was put into a mental facility.
Oh, I finally finished work. I guess I'm gonna grab something for dinner and eat all alone. This really stinks. Well, at least you're finished work. It sounds like you're working pretty hard over there. Are you doing okay? I'm surviving. I mean, I'm doing well physically. I just wish I could see you and Gwen. I'm getting pretty lonely. Like I said, I'm physically okay, but I think it's draining me mentally. Come on, Corey. It hasn't been that long. I think it's cute that you miss us so much. But seriously, they said this was a business trip? How many business trips last 3 weeks? If they ship me overseas to work for a year or something like that, there's no way I could do it. Oh, I'm looking forward to the day after tomorrow. You're gonna come here and see me on this long weekend, right? Of course! How many times have you asked me that now? Corey, we want to see you too. I'm sorry it's so far for you. But that's why I'm so happy you guys are coming. Thanks again, Carolyn. Seeing you and Gwen is gonna make me feel so much better. Of course it will. So don't worry about a thing. You've just got to get through one more day before the long weekend and then you can rest. Just one more day. You can do it! Okay. I'll message you again tomorrow. I'll be waiting. You take it easy tonight and get some rest. Good night. I'm finally finished. I didn't want to take any work back to the hotel with me for the long weekend, so I managed to finish everything today. Even though I felt like I was gonna die while I was doing it. I'm a pretty good worker, aren't I? Tomorrow's gonna be so great, I can't wait for it. Corey, I'm sorry. Carolyn, please don't tell me you're canceling. Gwen came down with a sudden fever today. I was really worried. We just got back from the hospital. What? Gwen, how high was it? Well, it was 100 degrees. The doctor said it's not that bad, but I was getting pretty worried. I'm really sorry. 100 degrees, huh? That's really not that bad of a fever. I don't think you should worry so much about it either. I guess not, but Gwen has her final exams coming up too. I don't want to make anything worse. If she gets sick now, she'll never be able to study for them. Yeah, I suppose not. That's why I took her to the doctor, just in case. I want her to rest up as much as she can, and hopefully this will pass quickly. Okay, I understand. We'll call it off this time. You take care of Gwen for me, okay? Make sure she feels better soon. I'll send her a message to let her know I'm thinking of her. Okay. Don't worry about anything. I'll take good care of her. Dad, where are you right now? What do you mean where? I'm still on my business trip. More importantly, how are you feeling? Liar! You're close to home, aren't you? Huh? No. Why? I just got a message from my friend saying she saw you go into the store. It was my friend from down the street, Nina. She knows you. She wouldn't mistake you. I can't believe you found out. I wanted to surprise you guys. No, whatever, I'll just tell you. I really wanted to see you guys, so I decided to come home for the long weekend. I was starving though, so I stopped off at the convenience store. I just bought a drink and a burrito. I'm coming up to the house right now. Dad, wait! Don't come in the house right now! Huh? Why not? We don't want to see you right now! Oh, why did you come home? If you come home so suddenly like this, we won't be happy to see you. Go back to your hotel, wherever your business trip is. But I wanted to see you guys. And I was worried about you, Gwen. Is my coming home somehow causing problems? I'm sorry. I'll leave right away if you want, but at least let me see your face. At least talk to me at the door. I want to see my baby girl. I love you. I'll be waiting outside. I'm so sorry. Why? Honestly, I don't think you coming home is a problem. I'm happy you wanted to see me, but... But? What is it?
I didn't want you to come home right now. If you came home right now, I think you'd be really sad.
I'd be sad. What are you talking about?
Dad, you're really outside the house right now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Really?
Really?
I see. Right now, there's another man in Mom's room.
A man.
It's Uncle Zach, your brother.
Zach. He's in your mother's room. Why?
I don't really want to say what they're doing. But since you've been on your business trip, he's been coming over almost every day.
What have you been doing while he's there?
Been hiding in a closet.
What?
Mom told me to. And she told me never to tell you about it or about what she's doing. I wanted to tell you, but I didn't know what would happen to me if I did. I was scared.
You're upstairs in the closet in your room, right?
No, because Mom and your brother are upstairs in her room. I'm in the closet downstairs.
I see. I'm sorry you had to see your mom do all this, Gwen. I had no idea what was going on. I'm so sorry.
Dad, you didn't do anything wrong. I was the one who didn't tell you. I'm sorry.
Must have been scary for you this whole time. Thanks for telling me the truth.
Honestly, I don't want to live with Mom anymore. I want to be with you.
Okay, well then, I think you should come and live with me. But in order to do that, can you help me out with a little favor?
Okay, if you're here, it should be no problem.
Good girl. Can you do exactly what I tell you? Carolyn, how's Gwen doing?
Oh, she's not doing too well right now. Her fever kept getting worse. I've been with her the whole time. It looks like I'll be spending the entire holiday with her.
I see. I'm sorry. It must be hard taking care of her all by yourself.
Oh, don't worry about it. I can handle it. But I really wanted to see you this weekend. I don't know why, but I'm feeling really lonely now.
Really? You shouldn't be feeling lonely. Zach is right there with you.
Huh?
The person lying next to you right now, it's Zach, isn't it? You know, my younger brother.
What are you talking about?
You don't have to play dumb with me. I'm in the house too.
You're in the house.
Yeah, right below your bedroom. I'm watching TV in the living room.
You're kidding, right?
Why would I lie about that? Oh no. What's that sound? You hear that knocking on the living room ceiling, don't you? That's me. I wanted to surprise you by coming home for the long weekend. I thought I'd be the one surprising you, though. I never thought I'd be the one getting surprised when I came home. So, when did you start seeing Zach? Get down here right now. Do that and tell me everything honestly. If you do that, I might consider forgiving you.
Forgiving me? What?
Huh?
Why do you think you're in any position to be doing the forgiving? If you think that, you're sadly mistaken. You're the one who left me all alone for 3 weeks to look after Gwen all by myself. You're the one in the wrong here. That's the only reason I'm cheating.
That's not enough of an excuse to cheat, and don't try to blame all this on me and this business trip of mine. You were seeing Zach long before this business trip of mine, weren't you?
What? How could you know that?
Zach's wallet is down here. I see he's got a reward card for a hotel not far from here. It's got the date stamped on it of when he used it.
I can't believe you. You can't go into someone else's wallet without their permission. You're terrible.
No, you two are 100 times worse. Do you not even know what you're doing? Zach is my brother.
Of course I know what I'm doing.
Huh?
Zach is so handsome. He's totally my type. When you took me to meet your family, I fell in love with him at first sight. I regretted marrying you after seeing him. I wish I would have married him instead. I've been trying to hit on him ever since I first saw him. I think it was last year or maybe the year before that when he finally started catching my signals. And then he eventually started seeing me like I had hoped for the whole time.
What do you mean like you'd hoped for? Quit screwing around. Zach is my brother. And on top of that, Zach's married as well.
Oh, that old woman. I know, and I don't care.
Old woman? She's only a year older than you are.
An older woman is an older woman. Regardless, I'm much more beautiful and have way more style than her. I knew there was no way I'd lose to her.
Okay, now I see what you're really like. You don't feel bad for what you did, and you have no urge to stop, do you?
To stop? With Zach, I have no reason to. He's a much better man than you.
What are you talking about?
Up till now, we've had to tiptoe around just to see each other. Now he can come over here anytime he wants, and we can do whatever we want.
What?
You're aware of what's going on now, so we don't have to hide it from you anymore.
I can't believe you. There must be something wrong with your head. There's no way I'm gonna let you do that. Why would you even think that?
Oh, come on now. It's not like you have a choice.
What do you mean I don't have a choice?
You love me and Gwen, right? You've already proven you can't live without us. You can't go 3 weeks without me. Do you really think you have any chance of divorcing me? I'll keep being your sweet little wife like I've always been, and in return you'll let me see your brother, okay? That way everyone's happy, okay?
Okay. I get it.
That's great! I knew you'd understand.
I'm in the living room right now. Why don't the two of you come down here? We need to talk about what's going to happen from now on.
Okay, as soon as we put some clothes on, we'll come down. Oh, and if I get pregnant with Zach's child anytime in the future, I'm sorry. If that happens, let's all raise it together. How come you're not answering your phone?
What was with you and that face you were just making? I saw you try to sneak down the stairs, and I saw the face you made when you looked in the living room. You can't hide up there forever. Come down here one more time.
What the heck is going on down there? Why are your mom and dad sitting in the living room with you?
It's my surprise gift to you and Zach. You were surprised, weren't you?
How could you do this to us?
Oh, it was so fun. The look on your face was priceless. You said you were going to put on some clothes and come down, but you two only put on underwear. I guess you really wanted to show me that you two were serious. You two basically confessed to everyone without saying a word. By the way, your parents, along with Zach's wife and her parents, are on their way over here too. They'll all be here any minute.
What? Why?
Obviously because I called them.
Why would you do that?
Did you think I was just gonna have an ordinary chat with you two after what you did? You should have known that wasn't going to be possible. I've already told everyone what's been going on with you two.
So you're not going to accept our relationship?
Nobody in their right mind would accept that. Why would you think I'd just forgive you for cheating on me with my brother, and that I'd let it keep happening? And why would I want to raise any child you had with him? I had no idea you were this stupid of a person. I'm divorcing you. Hurry up and get down here.
Huh? Divorce? Corey, wait! Why? Why divorce?
What do you mean, why? I can't sleep next to someone who's sleeping with my brother. I don't even want to live in the same house as you. It's not even just that. It's what you did to Gwen, too. You made her stay in the closet when Zach came over. And she said you barely gave her any food while I was away, just sandwiches with cold meats. Yet you and Zach were eating at expensive restaurants all the time, weren't you? With my money. You two are horrible.
It's not my fault. She'd just get in the way when Zach was here if I didn't make her stay out of sight and far from my bedroom. And she's just a kid. She doesn't need expensive food. Sandwiches are just fine.
The fact that you're defending what you did means getting through to you is just impossible. You disgust me. Get your ass down here right now. I want to get this over with so I never have to see you again.
Corey, do you understand what you're saying to me? If you divorce me, you're gonna be single. That means alone. You'll be sad every day. Forever.
Even so, that will be 100 times better than living with you. Besides, I won't be alone. I'll have Gwen with me.
You think Gwen is going to live with you if you divorce me?
Gwen already said that's what she wants.
Oh. Well, that's fine with me.
Huh?
Honestly, if you're trying to get remarried, having a kid living with you is just another strike against you. If you're gonna take Gwen, I'll be happy to divorce you. Then I'll be able to marry Zach. If our parents are against it, we'll just run away together somewhere, away from everyone. You're really stupid, aren't you, Corey? I'm still gonna come out on top here. My passion for Zach will burn even brighter in the face of adversity. Whatever you try to do to us, my bond with Zach will just get stronger and stronger. Sucks to be you.
You think his passion will burn brighter for you? I think it sucks to be you.
Huh?
Zach, he doesn't want to divorce his wife.
What are you talking about?
He only slept with you to get back at his wife. He wanted her to pay more attention to him.
Huh?
He told me that long ago. He said that his wife hasn't been paying much attention to him. He even told me that if he cheated on her, she likely wouldn't care. I never thought he'd actually do it, though. I certainly never thought if he did cheat on his wife that it would be with my wife. That little prick.
Are you saying Zach doesn't actually love me?
Ask him yourself. He's right beside you.
Corey, I'm so sorry. I was wrong. I was being really stupid. I'm gonna apologize and make it up to you, so please don't divorce me. Please?
Why? What happened? Did Zach say he doesn't want to be with you?
Yeah! He's horrible! I can't believe he was being so nice to me this whole time. And now, suddenly he says I was just his plaything? Corey, your brother tricked me!
Yeah, that's great. Hurry up and get down here, would ya? We can't talk about this until you do.
Will you promise not to divorce me? If you do that, I'll come down.
I'm not doing that.
Then I'm not coming down. Zach says he's dumping me, and if you divorce me too, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna live? I can't live by myself. I don't have a job. I'm not leaving this room until you tell me you're not gonna divorce me.
If you're not coming out on your own, we'll just force you to come out.
Huh?
Your dad's on his way up there right now. He said he can't stand this anymore. He's probably gonna break the door down. And I told him he could if he wanted to, so I wouldn't stand anywhere near it if I were you.
Wait, hold on. Tell him to stop. Stop him!
No, it's okay. He said he'll get you out of there one way or another. Don't worry, passions glow even brighter in the face of adversity, remember? After that, Carolyn's dad went into the room and dragged the two of them out and brought them downstairs. With 3 sets of parents in the house, those two could do nothing but get on their knees and beg for forgiveness. Carolyn realized that she wasn't getting out of this without getting divorced and started bawling her eyes out. Even with all her crying, not a single person in the house would show her any forgiveness. Unfortunately for Zach, Zach's wife's father was actually one of his bosses at work. He told Zach right then and there that he'd find a way to fire him for cheating on his daughter. Getting fired from his job would put a huge blemish on his work history on his resume, so it made me feel pretty good. I don't think Zach's wife is ever going to be willing to forgive him for this either. Even though he thought she wouldn't mind, that wasn't the case at all. Both Carolyn and Zach got sued for compensation money from both me and Zach's wife. They had to use all their savings and even sell some of their assets to pay off their lawsuits. I think both of them are going to have to find a new job and work the rest of their lives to make back what they lost in all of this. As for me, I put the house we were living in up for sale. Now Gwen and I are looking for a new house to move into. I've spoken to my boss about my situation as a single father, and he's trying to place me in a different apartment where there aren't many business trips to go on. I want to spend as much time with my daughter as I possibly can.